Minigames, arguably one of the most memorable parts of the Mario Party experience. Each game in this series has boasted an expansive collection of minigames, but which Mario Party has the best set? If you were to boot up a board of Mario Party with some friends, which game will give you the best selection of minigames so you can mitigate the chances of getting a stinker in the rotation that kills the vibe? Well, I've thoroughly analyzed every minigame in the classic Mario Party games to find the answer to this exact question. And in this video, we're going to find out, numerically, which classic Mario Party has the best minigame set. So, as you may or may not know, I have a video series where I've been analyzing every Mario Party game in excruciating detail. In this series, I've been trying to compare the normal set of minigames for each Mario Party game to see which entry has the best. To accomplish this, in each video, I give each minigame a rating from 1 through 10, then take the mean, median, and mode for each set and compare it to the previous games to see how each Mario Party's minigame set stacks up compared to the rest of the series. It's been a really interesting metric to look at, but for this video, I want to take things one step further. Starting with Mario Party 3, most entries in the series have had multiple minigame sets that players can choose before they start the game that include and exclude minigames of certain genres, like simple minigames, action minigames, or weird minigames for you freaky Mario Partiers out there. So, today, I'm going to rank all Hudson Soft Mario Party minigame sets from the lowest mean score to the highest, and we're gonna find out, together, which Mario Party has the best minigames. Now, as a disclaimer, this ranking is going to purely be me reporting which sets have the best mean scores, not a personal opinion ranking of each based on my thoughts. Ultimately, while the mean scores are derived from my personal opinions of the minigames, the overall rankings here are just me reporting the data, and trust me when I say there were some results in here that shocked me too. Now, you might be thinking, Mark, why just the Hudson Soft games? And the answer to that is pretty simple. I haven't gotten to the ND Cube games in my retrospective series yet. So if you want to see my rankings for the ND Cube games, be sure to subscribe so you know when that gets posted, hopefully sooner rather than later. So in this video, we will be ranking 36 minigame sets. There are a few important notes to make here before we continue so you can understand my methodology behind my madness. Number one, I am only including minigames that can appear on the board. So I omit story minigames or extra minigames since they don't appear in the main party mode. I also omit the duplicate dual versions of minigames from Mario Parties 8 and DS since their reuse of these minigames could artificially inflate or deflate their overall scores, and I wanted to keep my metrics as standardized as possible. Number two, I am only ranking minigame sets for standard Mario Party sessions. That means 4-player Battle Royale mode, so I won't be ranking any sets for 2v2 team match, dual modes, or 4-team battle. I'm doing this because this list would be way too meandering if I didn't make these exclusions, and it's much better to compare apples to apples here. I will, however, be comparing basically every toggleable minigame set available, including both mic sets and no mic sets for Mario Party 6 and 7. We've got to see how those mic minigames affect their standings overall. And 3, I will not be ranking the custom minigame set in Mario Party 4 since players obviously choose that set themselves, and I also chose to omit Mario Party Advance from this ranking since its minigame set isn't really like anything else in the series and it wouldn't really fit. I'm sorry, Mario Party Advance fans. If it's any consolation, the game would have been second to last if it was included. For your reference, I'll put a number in the bottom right corner for each minigame that notes what I rated it from 1 through 10. If a minigame is shown in black and white, that also means that that minigame was not included in the set that I'm currently discussing, just to make things a little visually clearer. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on every minigame, feel free to check out that entry's corresponding video. Or if you're just interested in the data, be sure to check out the spreadsheet linked in the description with each minigame and its rating. So, with all of that preamble out of the way, let's get to it and start ranking these minigame sets. I just feel bad for whichever set comes in last out of 36. Well, the honor of last place in our mean score rankings actually goes to the very first Mario Party game. Mario Party 1 has 49 minigames in its normal set and has a mean score of 3.18. Mario Party 1 deserves to be cut some slack because it has one of the smaller minigame sets in the series, and it was pretty obviously trying to figure out the formula of what a good Mario Party minigame should be. As a result, we got some pretty bad minigame archetypes that won't be seen in future entries as the series starts to figure out its identity more. Single-player minigames were real pace killers, and the 2 co-op minigames are really weird and don't feel like they fit in Mario Party. I also probably don't need to go into the stick-spinning minigames and why they're awful. There's legal precedent that says so. It's not all bad though. Minigames like Mushroom Mix-Up and Shy Guy Says are still great minigames that stand stand out amongst the rest of the series. Mario Party 1 definitely has its fans that enjoy its minigames' more rough and brutal nature, but as a cohesive set, this game performed pretty poorly. At number 35, we have Mario Party DS's Simple set, with 42 minigames and a mean score of 4.74. This one pains me because Mario Party DS does have some great minigames, but a lot of the great minigames get cut from the Simple set. Cube Crushers, Hanger Management, Crazy Crosshairs, Soil Toil, Soap Surfers, Camera Shy? Why would you ever cut Camera Shy? That's Mario Party DS's best minigame. The Simple set's score was also likely dragged down by the mic minigames, which make a larger impact in a smaller set with some real banger minigames removed. You've still got some good ones in here like Study Fall, Parachuting Gallery, Dust Buddies, etc., but personally, I don't see why you would ever want to pick the Simple set in Mario Party DS. At number 34, we have the Weird set from Mario Party 7. This minigame set has 50 minigames and a mean score of 4.86. The Weird minigame sets seem to be a kind of toss-up as to what minigames they cut. The criteria for what makes a minigame weird or goofy is honestly so strange to me. I presume that it's supposed to be minigames with a weird theme or weird control scheme, but if that's the case, why is Wingin' It a weird minigame, but Monty's Revenge, the minigame where you're trapped in a reverse whack-a-mole game where homicidal moles are exacting their revenge on you, that's totally normal. Looks like a regular Sunday to me. Anyways, getting away from the semantics for now, this set commits the heinous sin of cutting two of my favorite minigames from Mario Party 7, Monty's Revenge and The Final Countdown, leaving the battle space with 3 extremely bland minigames left. This set is really brought down by the mic minigames as well, since all of them make it into each mic-inclusive set. At least the 4-player minigames that remain are a really good selection, but man, the Weird set cuts way too many good minigames, which is why it's appearing at the bottom here. At number 33, we have the Goofy set from Mario Party 5. This minigame set has 36 minigames and a mean score of 4.86. Like the Weird set from 7, the Goofy set just seems to cut minigames arbitrarily that I suppose aren't goofy enough for the average Mario Party player. This set makes so many strange cuts that it's hard to find any kind of logical through line or reasoning as to what makes a minigame goofy. I mean, you'll keep Popstar Piranhas, Ground Pound Down, Sub Marathon, and Lucky Lineup because they're just so goofy, but of course we've got to cut super bland, serious minigames like Diffuse or Lose, Fish Upon a Star, Leaf Leap, Nightlight Fright, and Pushy Penguins. I mean, look at this. Clearly this minigame is too serious for the Goofy minigame set. Overall, the Goofy set really compiles some of the weakest minigames that Mario Party 5 has to offer, but at least it had some sense and kept Hotel Goomba. Number 32 is most certainly gonna get me in trouble with the Mario Party fandom, and trust me, this number shocked me too. With 62 original minigames and a mean score of 5.02, we have the minigame set from Mario Party DS. This one shocked me when I made my Mario Party DS video, and it still shocks me now. However, looking back, I think Mario Party DS's minigame set had some of the highest highs and the lowest lows. When I think about Mario Party DS's minigames, some really unique experiences stick out in my brain. Minigames like Globe Gunners and Camera Shy are so memorable because they take advantage of the fact that every player is looking at their own screen with their own perspective. And you could never really get that in a console Mario Party. The touchscreen was also used in some really unique ways too that are super fun to return to. However, I often forget about just how many filler or bland minigames exist in this set that get lost in the creases of my brain. The mic minigames, like I mentioned earlier, all performed really badly too because they don't really do anything interesting with the mic and they're all so boring as a result. The closest that you get to a good idea with the mic is Short Fuse, which could be done better with button controls. Mario Party DS is a fun Mario Party game, but strangely enough, the minigames seem to be one of its weakest points. At number 31, we have Mario Party 7's Easy set. The Easy set has a total of 50 minigames with a mean score of 5.06. The Easy set seems to avoid some of the strange and bad cuts that the Weird set made. For one, Monty's Revenge is here, but we did lose Battery Ram, one of my favorite 2v2s. The Easy sets generally try to select minigames that have more simplistic control schemes, so mashers and reaction minigames often stay, while more complex minigames with unique control schemes get cut. I really like the idea of Easy sets for beginners, but they can tend to be a mixed bag in terms of actual minigame quality. At number 30, we've got Mario Party 2. Mario Party 2 has 64 total minigames and a mean score of 5.08, a remarkable improvement over Mario Party 1. Now, look, before you get mad at me, just understand understand that I too am shocked at this placement. However, it can't be understated just how big of a jump Mario Party 2 is from Mario Party 1. It brought a ton of new minigames to the series that really helped establish its identity and remade some of Mario Party 1's minigames, often completely fixing problems that the Mario Party 1 version had. Unfortunately, I think Mario Party 2 just had some minigames that didn't quite land in the way that they hoped to, especially within the 1v3s and the item minigames, the latter of which is extra bad because they're board specific and will be repeated a lot. Overall, while Mario Party 2 is low on this list, its impact on improving the series minigames cannot be understated. Next up, at number 29, we've got Mario Party 6's Weird Set. This set has 41 minigames and a mean score of 5.15. Scoring much better than the other two weird minigame sets, this Weird Set is still the worst performing out of the Mario Party 6 sets. So I guess the takeaway here is that you should not choose the weird sets in these games under any circumstances. I think this set's biggest offense is cutting way too many good 2v2s and duels. It's a crime what minigames remain on this list after so many good ones were cut. Coming in at number 28, we've got the Action Set from Mario Party 5. The Action Set has 36 minigames and a mean score of 5.17. The idea of an action set is super appealing since it would theoretically cut a lot of the tedious, boring minigames in favor of high-octane, action-packed minigames like platformers. But Mario Party 5's Action Set is weaker because the game didn't really have a lot of minigames that involve platforming or action. So instead, the action minigames in this game include games like Bus Buffer, IDUFO, Chimp Chase, and a bunch of the game's button mashers. It's a promising category idea, and there are some good minigames that fit the bill, but the definition of action was definitely stretched here. Also, it cuts pushy penguins again. What the f— Coming in at number 27, we have Mario Party 8's complete minigame set. And wait, before you dislike the video, hear me out. Mario Party 8 has a total of 61 minigames and a mean score of 5.18. This game did have a few duplicate duel minigames that got omitted, but thankfully not all of its duels were repeats. When people talk about Mario Party 8's minigames, it feels like the conversation is often centered around the fact that motion controls ruin this game and its minigames. Personally, I mostly disagree with this notion. I honestly think that motion controls are a great addition to a party game experience because they can be really easy to understand, and there are a lot of great ideas that you can implement that center around motion controls. The problem with Mario Party 8's minigames is not necessarily the implementation of motion controls, but rather the ideas behind them. Minigames like Booting Gallery, Locomotives, Eye on the Prize, Cartastrophe, etc. are more fun because of their utilization of motion controls. The light gun minigames are especially fun because they use the Wii's hardware to enhance your control over the minigame. It's great stuff. However, there are also a lot of minigames that are either extremely shallow in their usage of motion controls, or their usage of motion is actively detrimental to the minigame, and it would have just been better if you pressed a button or used the D-pad to control the game. Overall, Mario Party 8 has a very mixed bag of minigames, but there are certainly some fun ones in there that should not be overlooked. At number 26, we've got Mario Party 6's hard minigame set. This minigame set has 41 minigames and a mean score of 5.195. The hard minigame sets are a real toss-up for me, generally speaking. For starters, I really don't know what criteria makes a Mario Party game hard, per se. I presume this minigame set is supposed to be the most skill-based out of the available options, so you get some of the more complex minigames like Motown or Hyper Sniper, but this also means that you get a lot of the minigames with really strange, complex control schemes like Tricky Tires. Some of the inclusions are odd too, like who looked at Bodybuilder and was like, this is too hard, we gotta add this to the hard set. Anyways, this set is super inconsistent and strange. At numbers 25 and 24, we actually have a tie between Mario Party 7's Action Set and 7's Weird No Mic Set. The Action Set has 50 minigames and the Weird No Mic Set has 40, and they both have a mean score of 5.2. It's remarkable just how much of an improvement 7's Weird Set gets from dropping those mic minigames. They really were holding a lot of the minigame sets back, and you will see that trend continue. Mario Party 7's Action Set being here is a little bit surprising. Mario Party 7 has some really good action-based minigames, but there are some minigames that were cut from this list, like Fun Run and and target tag that I would totally expect to be here. And unfortunately, this brings this set's mean down from what it maybe could have been. At number 23, we have Mario Party DS's No Mic set. The No Mic set has 58 minigames and a mean score of 5.22. It's truly remarkable the difference that cutting just a few bad minigames can make on a minigame set here. This minigame set removes a good amount of this game's worst performers in terms of score and makes minimal sacrifices to give you what is easily the best minigame set in Mario Party DS. I'm still sad to see this game so low, but the No Mic set does a lot of good for this game. Coming in at number 22, we've got Mario Party 6's weird No Mic set. This set has 36 minigames and a mean score of 5.25. The No Mic setting really improves the overall performance here, but still, these weird minigame sets, man, they just don't really put their best foot forward with their minigame picks. At number 21, we've got Mario Party 7's hard set. This set has 50 minigames and a mean score of 5.3. I gotta say, this set scoring higher than the weird No Mic set is a real testament to its minigame picks. While it does cut a few favorites of mine, it seems to pick a pretty consistent selection of good minigames that at least score highly with minimal stinkers. Well, outside of the mic minigames, of course. Sticking with the hard minigame sets, at number 20, we've got Mario Party 6's hard No Mic set. This minigame set has 36 minigames and a mean score of 5.31. While I don't think that Mario Party 6's hard minigames are as consistently good as Mario Party 7's, getting the edge of not having mic minigames is enough to propel this minigame set up the rankings. Evidently, it's still not the best minigame set in Mario Party 6 though, so let's keep going. At number 19, we have a new challenger that hasn't been mentioned yet, Mario Party 3, specifically its Easy set. This set has 42 minigames and a mean score of 5.38. This was the first game to introduce a new minigame set, and honestly, it did a decent job picking out some of the easier minigames for players. That does result in cutting some great minigames, especially my beloved Mario's Puzzle Party. However, most of the inclusions here are pretty good, and you're definitely getting a variety of minigames here just like you would with the full set. It's just a little bit simpler and missing some of 3's better minigames like Etch and Catch, Pipe Cleaners, and Ridiculous Relay. At number 18, we've got a totally unsuspected one, Mario Party 8's Simple Minigame set. This minigame set has 30 minigames and a mean score of 5.4. I didn't expect the Simple set to outperform the total set as much as it did, but honestly, this set does a great job of trimming the fat from Mario Party 8's minigame roster. A lot of the minigames that got cut were those with unintuitive controls like Flip the Chimp or Spectre Inspector, which makes for a much more enjoyable minigame set. That does come with a few unfortunate exclusions, namely Booting Gallery and Grabby Gridiron, my favorite minigame in 8. However, this set impressed me with its picks. They're not perfectly optimized to my tastes, but they do a great job of plucking the minigames that have simpler controls and excluding the ones that might be less intuitive. Although, how Rudder Madness managed to sneak its way onto the set will forever be a mystery to me. Past the halfway mark, we now have Mario Party 7's Easy No Mic set at number 17. This set has 40 minigames and a mean score of 5.45. Removing the mic minigames really helps this set mean score yet again, and looking at the Easy set, it's not too hard to see why each of these minigames were chosen, since they are generally simpler and likely easier to understand for new players, but there is a lot of variation in minigame quality here. Next up, at number 16, we have Mario Party 5's Easy set. This minigame set has 57 minigames and a mean score of 5.47. This set is where I feel like we are really starting to see much better picks per set. For one, Pushy Penguins and Leaf Leap finally made the cut. This set does do a good job of picking some simpler minigames. However, if you don't like mashers, be warned, because there are a lot of those in this set, which is kind of weird to me. I feel like mashers shouldn't be included in the easy sets for accessibility purposes, but we are talking about a 20-year-old party game, so maybe I should just move on. At number 15, we've got Mario Party 6's Easy set. This minigame set has 54 minigames and a mean score of 5.48. This Easy set opts for a more consistently decent selection, but also cuts a lot of 6's heaviest hitters. It still keeps Control Stick though. Is this minigame easy? Anyways, I think since a lot of the minigames included here are decent and the set cuts a lot of the extremes, it hits towards the middle of the rankings pretty expectedly. Coming in at number 14, we have Mario Party 3's full set. Mario Party 3 has 68 minigames with a mean score of 5.49. The top performer of the Nintendo 64 minigame sets, and I personally don't have a hard time seeing why. Mario Party 3 might not boast the series' most consistent minigame selection, but a lot of its best minigames are great standouts. Eats a Pizza is a fun minigame that mixes mashing and pathing. Mario's Puzzle Party is a super fun puzzle minigame. Ridiculous Relay is one of my favorite 1v3s, and many of the game's reaction minigames are some of the best reaction minigames in the series. While I don't think that Mario Party 3 has the best minigame set out there, even subjectively, it's got some great minigames that I love to return to. At number 13, we have another full game set with Mario Party 7. This minigame set has 73 minigames and a mean score of 5.52. If you've watched my Mario Party 7 video, you may be a bit confused by this, but remember that this does not include the 8-player minigames, where my ranking in the Mario Party 7 video included those. Mario Party 7 has a lot of really great minigames, especially within the 4-player section. Like, look at this all-star lineup, not you. However, this game tends to falter a lot with its 4-player Mike minigames and its single-player DK and Bowser minigames, which just gets so boring when you have to sit there and watch one person play the minigame. As a result, 7's minigame types are spread a little too thin, with only 13 4-player minigames. So despite some killer minigames, the set dipped just beneath the other games. Those 8-player minigames were doing more heavy lifting than I honestly thought that they were. Especially in this case, where we have Mario Party 5's full list at number 12. Mario Party 5 has 74 minigames with a mean score of 5.58. Mario Party 5 has some really great minigames that have gone on to become fan favorites. I mean, I've been singing Pushy Penguin's praises throughout this whole video, and Hotel Goomba is one of my favorite puzzle minigames. However, its 1 vs 3 minigames are its biggest weakness. 1v3s are often the biggest blemish on a game's minigame set because they're really difficult to balance. The asymmetrical gameplay style is really fun, but hard to pull off well, and Mario Party 5 is a prime example of this because a lot of its 1v3s are really unbalanced. Mario Party 5 is also known as the game with far too many mashers, and as much as I might enjoy them as a series staple, I also can agree with this sentiment, and I see why a lot of folks might think that Mario Party 5's minigame selection lacks variety. I think this is why the total set performs so well here. Whittling the pool down too much can show a little bit more of that repetitiveness when you don't have the game's uniquely great minigames to drown the mashers out. Coming up at number 11, we have Mario Party 6's Easy No Mic set. This set has 49 minigames and a mean score of 5.59. Just barely missing the top 10, the Easy No Mic set offers a good selection of middle-of-the-road minigames without the mic minigames bringing the set down. Before we get into the top 10, I want to let you know about a change that recently came to this channel. It's been an immense privilege making videos for you guys over the course of the past few years, and to keep that going strong and give you guys some opportunities for some extra perks as a thank you, I'm proud to announce that I'm officially launching channel memberships, or bonus stars as I'm so creatively calling them. This is a direct way to support me and my videos while also getting some perks for yourself, and there are a few different tiers available to support in whatever way you choose. If you join at the Happening Star tier, you'll receive these emotes and badges for use in comments and live stream chats. And if you join at the Minigame Star tier, you'll receive some additional perks like your name in the credits of my stupid videos, and even getting to watch said videos 3 days earlier than the general public. And if you're watching this video when it releases, that includes my brand new Mario Party 9 video, which you can go watch in full right now. Yes, right now, if you join at the Minigame Star tier. So, if you're interested in supporting the channel and getting some benefits, click that join button below to become a bonus star. And if you can't become a member now, don't worry. The Mario Party 9 video will be available for everybody on this Friday, so feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss that video when it releases. Again, sincerely, thank you to everybody who watches my videos. Whether you decide to become a member, you're subscribed, or you're contributing to the conversation in the comments, I appreciate you being here, and more content is to come in the future. Anyways, let's get back to the top 10 minigame sets. At number 10, we've got Mario Party 7's Action No Mic set. This set has 40 minigames and a mean score of 5.63. In the top 10, we're gonna start seeing some big jumps from mean score to mean score, and this set is a massive jump from the Action Mic set. Those 4-player mic minigames, man, they're really bringing Mario Party 7's sets down, and it's good to see the leap in score for 7's Action No Mic set. But I will still not get over Fun Run and Target Tag not being here. I feel like they'd fit right in with the set of minigames. At number 9, we've got Mario Party 5's skill set. This set has 36 minigames and a mean score of 5.638. This is Mario Party 5's top performing minigame set, and it's not tough to see why. The minigames it chooses to keep from most sections are very high scorers and a lot of the game's most iconic minigames. It does a good job leveling out a lot of the button mashers too, so if you want a good selection of Mario Party 5's minigames that eliminates a lot of those mashing minigames, the skill set is the one to pick, for sure. At number 8, we've got Mario Party 6's complete set. Mario Party 6 has 78 minigames and gets a mean score of 5.64. Mario Party 6's minigame set has a lot of 10s to its name, but it also has a lot of 1s. There's a good amount of variety in Mario Party 6's minigame set, and the fact that a few of its minigames have different rules depending on the day or night cycle should absolutely be praised. Its mic minigames are not near as offensive as Mario Party 7's as well, likely because there aren't any 4-player mic minigames. Overall, Mario Party 6 has a solid selection of minigames that has some noticeable stinkers, but also some noticeable gems that hold up really well. At number 7, we have Mario Party 6's no mic set. This set omits the 5 mic minigames, leaving us with 73 total minigames and a mean score of 5.72. A good selection of minigames made even better with the exclusion of the microphone. Coming in at number 6, we've got Mario Party 7's hard no mic set. This set has 40 minigames and a mean score of 5.75. This one is surprisingly high because its median and mode scores aren't as high as some of the games that its mean score outranks, but I think that's more so a testament to this set's consistency, due partly to its exclusion of the mic minigames. 7's hard set does a really good job of selecting a solid set of minigames with a good amount of the winners and a few losers seeping through the cracks. We're up to the top 5 now, and at number 5 we have Mario Party 6's action set. The action set has 41 minigames and a mean score of 5.8. This set is super consistent, keeping a lot of the high-performing minigames and omitting a lot of the game's weaker ones to create a set that was able to break the top 5, even with mic minigames in the mix. Mario Party 6 has some great action platforming minigames like Lift Leapers, What Goes Up, and Jump the Gun, so it's not surprising to see this set perform so well. At number 4, we've got Mario Party 7's full no mic set. Mario Party 7's no mic set has 63 minigames and a mean score of 5.84. Wow, those mic minigames really held Mario Party 7 back. It's so interesting to see Mario Party 7's full set rank so highly, but honestly, I think cutting 7's minigame set down is more hurtful than it is helpful. While this game does have a good amount of minigames in total, they're very spread out into a ton of different minigame types, and cutting minigames from each type really hurts the score overall. For my money, the best minigame set to play in 7 is the full set, just minus those mic minigames. At number 3, we've got Mario Party 6's action no mic set. This set has 36 minigames and a mean score of 6 flat. It's a great, really consistent minigame set made even better by excluding the mic minigames. While I personally might have preferred some minigames to be included here like Snow World, this is a fantastic minigame set, and if you want to cut the fat from Mario Party 6's minigame set and play around with minimal stinkers, this is the set to pick. At number 2, we have a new challenger in the ring that just demolished the competition. Mario Party 4, specifically its easy set. This set has 33 minigames and a mean score of 6.24. Mario Party 4 has a bit of a reputation amongst Mario Party fans of having some stellar minigames, and my data seems to agree. The easy set does a pretty good job of cutting the list down without losing too many great minigames, keeping Book Squirm and Dungeon Duos, which is not a minigame I would personally describe as easy, but whatever. It's a good selection, but one set stands out above it, and that's right, say it with me, number 1 is Mario Party 4's complete set. This set has 45 minigames and a mean score of 6.44, absolutely crushing this ranking. It's crazy to me that this game's set 1, actually, because there are some rough minigames in the selection, but thankfully they're few and far between, and the majority of the selection here is absolutely excellent. Hudson really went for a quality over quantity approach with this game's minigame selection, and it absolutely shows. Minigames like Trace Race, Bob-omb Breakers, Paths of Peril, Fruits of Doom, there's so many good minigames in here that I could go on, but we'll just leave it there. And there you have it. That was every classic Mario Party minigame set ranked from worst to best. I gotta say, I had a lot of fun compiling all of this opinionated data over the years, and making this video was an incredibly fun way to recontextualize all of that information before we jump over to the NDCube era of Mario Party. I was honestly shocked at the results of some of those minigame set placements, and I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on it. So let me know in the comments what Mario Party minigame set stands out the most to you and why. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're watching this video when it comes out, be sure to come back on Friday for my retrospective on Mario Party 9. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.